Okay, you're good.
Cool. Okay. Welcome everybody. My name is Aaron Jafaris. I am a hip hop poet and playwright, born and raised in New Haven. I'm also the artistic director of The Word, which is a poetry collective of folks supporting, especially young people, using poetry, spoken word, and hip hop as engines for liberation, personal liberation, political liberation. And The Word has been working for a bunch of years in a whole bunch of schools in New Haven, mostly high schools and middle schools. And this is our first time actually collaborating with a college, with a university. So we're so excited to be collaborating with Gateway Community College and the Gateway Community College Foundation in making this first ever Cyber Cypher. This event was curated, organized by Alfred and Jillian in the Office of Student Activities, and Marielle and Cody, and this amazing team of 4 Gateway student organizers. So yeah, actually, let's that's Mayasha, Sarvanaz, Kepara, and Nisa. So could we give all those organizers of this event just a little hand? We can clap it up, snap it up.
They've been amazing.
Yeah, it's been such a joy working with y'all, and also another round of people to thank. We had 9 judges, a mix of Gateway students and staff, a board member from the foundation, and some word poets who had the really difficult task of going through these amazing, powerful, personal poems, spoken word, and rhymes that people submitted, that Gateway students submitted, to select the top 3. So today you will be hearing those 3 poets who were selected. The grand prize winner gets a $250 Amazon gift card. Second prize, $150 gift card. Third prize, $100 gift card. Thank you so much to the foundation for making that happen and supporting poetry here at Gateway and in New Haven. So thank you also to the judges, to all the judges who took the time to make those really difficult choices in selecting our winners. And thank you all the poets who submitted. Can we give it up for all the poets? Like, we are here because of the poetry. The poetry is by far the most important thing. I know $250 is nice, but in the long term, what these poems do to our hearts, our souls, our spirits, our minds is even bigger than that. So thank you, poets, for sharing yourselves. So today we are going to be hearing those 3 student winners share their poems. And we're also going to be hearing from 3 poets from The Word who have been creating either as students in some cases with The Word, or as teaching artists, or both. Yeah, so we're going to jump in. Jillian, the amazing Jillian, who's been so instrumental in making all this happen smoothly, just put into the chat a little instructions about using the layout. So if you go to the top right corner of your screen and click out that layout button, if you want to see instead of seeing everyone at once, if you want to see everyone at once, great. But if you want to focus on the person who's speaking, especially when the poets are actually performing, you can click it to stack or side by side, and that'll make whoever is reading a little bit bigger.
Aaron, I also would like, if you don't mind, I'd like to welcome, for everyone, particularly students that are on the call, we have our Dean of Students, Elise Mulvihill, on the call. Yay! He's incredibly supportive of all of you as students.
Thank you so much for being here. So So yeah, I think we're gonna jump right in. Um, Although I don't know, I'm feeling a little. It's so weird. We're all in these little boxes. Maybe we do one little warm up all collectively to like get in our bodies. So I'm just making this up on the spot. Sorry, I got my second Moderna shot yesterday, so I'm feeling all these like a little lightheaded and funny today. So apologies. But let's just do an emotional check-in. So um, everyone, I would like you uh, to think of one feeling that you are either feeling right now or that you felt sometime in the past day, some strong feeling. And instead of speaking that feeling, I'm going to count to three. And on three, we are all going to, with our whole bodies and faces, express those feelings. You can use your voice too if you want to unmute yourself. Um, but we're just going to take one moment to physically, facially express something that we've been feeling. Y'all ready? Don't make me look stupid here. Don't make me be the only one doing this. All right. One, two, three.
Blessed. Blessed. Blessed.
Futuristic.
Thank you. All right, breathe in all those things. I know we're feeling a lot of stuff in this room, and we're gonna witness a lot more feelings in these six amazing poets that we have. Without further ado, I want to introduce our very first poet, the third prize winner from among the Gateway student poets, Delilah Rasavi. Welcome, Delilah.
Thank you.
Yes, snap it up. So, Delilah, before you read your beautiful piece, I'm wondering if you wanted to take just a minute to let us know, why do you write?
I honestly write because from a young age, it was the only tool I had to express myself. It was a hidden place for me. It was a secret place for me to really just be vulnerable, even with myself, and expose feelings and pain within myself that I didn't even know existed. But just coming to a piece of paper and putting it all out there, it brought to light things that I didn't even know that I was experiencing. So sharing them is still very new to me. It's a vulnerable place because, they're your feelings, they're things that you're going through. So it's exciting and everything, but writing has always just been a way for me to process my pain and my emotions.
Awesome, thank you. I really identify with what you said, that a lot of times we think about writing something down or sharing a poem as like, oh, letting other people know how you feel. But sometimes actually the process of writing lets us know how we feel. Like, I don't know how I feel until I write my way into it. And I feel like the poem that you're about to share illustrates that. So hit us.
Okay. The spoken word, I called it Dead Things. So I'm going to start now. Layers peel back, exposing wounds that were infected, flesh that was decaying but covered up by the day-to-day distractions. It's knowing something is bleeding out, but instead of paying attention to it, you throw a band-aid on it, hoping it would eventually stop leaking. See, it's like seeing a dead carcass in your living room, but instead of removing it, you throw a blanket over it, hoping it will cover up the aroma too. See, that's what I've been doing. I've been covering up my pain as if ignoring it would make it go away, but instead it just grows in the darkness, a bacteria that spreads quickly until temporary solutions could no longer hold back the raging infection inside of me. It's in silence that I can't ignore the covered things anymore. It's in loneliness that I begin to notice the smell of that rotting carcass lying on the living room floor. See, it's easy to see bad things and then cover them up again, take a peek and then run from the ugly things underneath it, but they are inside of me. The ugly, decaying things, feelings, pain, festering and turning, intertwining with my anxiety, because as much as I try to cover it all up, sometimes the ugly starts to ooze out of me. And once it starts, it's impossible to cover it all up again. I'm done trying to cover up these dead things. I'm done trying to escape the endless reality that I may always be weeding out the dead weeds in this garden I call my life.
Woo! Yeah, you can unmute yourselves if you want a little. Woo, woo, woo.
That was awesome.
You did that.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Amazing. I have goosebumps. I have
Love it.
goosebumps.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
thank you for sharing. That was wonderful. Wow.
Thank you, Delilah, for uncovering these dead things in you, and in so doing, encouraging us to uncover things that might be in us. By the way, I keep on talking about us, and that I'm referring not just to the poets we're featuring and myself, but all of us here. And that's because a little later on in this Cyber Cypher, you are all going to get a chance to write a little something. We're making this part open mic, part writing workshop, part performance. And so if you don't have a paper or pen or a laptop handy to write on, by the end of the features, you should have one so that you can join in this fire that people are sharing. Thank you, Delilah. Our next poet is the first poet from the Word, who actually is a former Gateway student himself, and was part of the Word workshops for a number of years, back when he was even younger than he is now. So please welcome Troy Mind Right. Hi, Troy. So Troy, I'm going to ask you, why do we need poetry now?
Troy, unmute your phone. Sorry.
Troy is in the middle of sharing a deep poem about silence, y'all. Feel it. Feel it. Yeah, I think you're back to the to just the laptop sound, which is not great. So any thoughts on how to unmute? Are you still on the phone, Troy? Yeah, we're not hearing you.
I believe the host can unmute individual participants.
Okay, thank you. Are you able to do
Yeah,
that, Alfred? Or am I the host?
I can, but I don't know which caller he is, so it's hard to.
I think it was call in user 2. I think I remember seeing that.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now, hello, can y'all hear me?
There we go.
Yes, we got you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now I can answer your question. I feel like, honestly, man, poetry is starting to become a lost art. I feel like people don't appreciate it like how they should. I don't really hear too many poetry events going on, such as this, you know what I mean? So, especially in today's time, man, we need an outlet, a healthy outlet where people could congregate and share their emotions and their feelings and their thoughts. So that's why I feel like poetry is needed today, you know?
Word. Thank you, Troy. Yeah, and without further ado, bless us.
Okay, all right. So the piece I'm going to be sharing today with you guys is one I wrote last year. It's called I Was There. And it goes something like this. I was there at your most primitive time before any limited minds or criminal crimes polluted your imminent shine. I was there for the losses and victories, for what it costs, it's your history, only to tell you it's no mystery why I was there. I was there when you wasn't conscious of the nonsense going through your brain while enduring this process. I was there for the addictions and conflictions, the hospital visits, and your tormented visions. I was there for the heartbreaks, the sunshine, the nights you ran from one time. There wasn't one time I wasn't there. I'm that friend that you forget. I'm that lighter for your hit. I'm the one who says you do when you claim you don't give a shit. I was there, I am here, yet you swear you don't know who I can be until you look in the mirror and realize that it's me. There you go.
Woo.
Wow.
Nice.
Felt it.
Mm.
Thank
I get
you,
a
thank
shiver
you.
at the end of that piece, like that when you flip it and say that it's you. So deep.
Thank you,
I also
man. Thank you.
I also appreciate, Troy, the way that you bring hip hop into your poetry. You know, the rhythm and the wordplay, and I feel like that's one of the ways in which poetry is really alive today. You know, I know you're saying that
Hey,
it feels like there's not as
I
much.
was sending a snarky email.
Hey, Daniel, you're unmuted. Um, and yeah, and I feel like there are still so many, especially underground MCs, but lots of people making hip hop all over the place who are keeping poetry really alive and taking it to the next level. So thank you for
Right.
bringing that.
My pleasure.
Whew. Let's all just take a breath. I just need a breath after that. And we'll use that breath to bring in our next Gateway student poet. This is the second place winner of the Cyber Cypher Contest. Please welcome Lapria Williams. Hi, Lapria. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
So, Lapria, I'm going to return to the first question. Why do you write?
Just piggybacking of what Delilah says, definitely a way for me to express myself. It's something that I use and something that I've surprised myself with because it opens up just everything that I'm feeling. Because I definitely describe myself as somebody who doesn't say much, and prefers not to say nothing at all sometimes. So that's definitely something that I use to just say what I feel, and when I do it, it comes out like water, and it's such a therapeutic way to just relieve everything that I'm feeling or going through. So, and it's a beautiful way to compose and create something that that you're feeling. So, yeah.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate the way that your piece, the one that you submitted, goes beyond just what you're feeling into what others are feeling as well. So I'm excited to hear it right now.
Alrighty. So my piece is entitled Unapologetically Wrathful. And here we go. This is not a small voice you hear, so listen up. For I'm only going to say this once. Take heed to my words as they roll off of my tongue. I may not have long. I need you to respect my existence or expect my resistance. Do not falsify my name, for I am truly committed to the democracy of a nation fooled by falsified images. Its intelligence withering away, it's diminished. This is not a small voice that you hear, so pay attention. I'm nowhere near finished. Such the chemical imbalance that poisons the air America breathes in. We are lied upon, deceived even. It'd be imperative to say that things are not as good as they seem. Certain decisions are our burdens to bear alone, like how we put a misconstrued idiot on the president throne. What will it take for open eyes to wipe away the blur and dust, to realize what's corrupt and what's pure? Our young, beautiful, wise Black men and women penetrated with a demonic bullet from an individual who is undeniably despicable. judging before the fresh pages rolled off of the book with the crooked front and well-written script. Yet they are never held in contempt for their actions, justifying the toxic impact that spread across like uncontrollable wildfire. This is not a small voice that you hear. These are my people placed on the cold silver steel tables, my people buried daily, my people vanishing, my people hurting, my people crying, my people, we are dying. Am I being hypothetical? Like every other damn individual, too content to reveal the real. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
All right, Lapria.
Hey, yes.
Woo!
Nice it.
Love it. Love it.
Oh,
Mm. Yes.
Thank you.
Mm. Gateway students bringing it. Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. For all that love. I hope y'all poets are seeing all the love that you're getting in the chat, in addition to out loud. Thank you, Lapria.
Thank you.
So we're gonna keep it moving. We got a couple more, 3 more amazing poets. The next is one who I've known for a while and has also a former Gateway student who's grown into an amazing poet and has grown so amazingly in their poetness that they've grown into a new name, a new poet name. So please welcome Elle the Poet Goddess. I'm seeing, I don't know what, are other people seeing that there's a whiteboard now instead of, Alfred, did you do something on your end to accidentally view a whiteboard rather than the
Give me a
picture?
second. I think Barbara, you have become presenter somehow. So I'm going to put it back to you, Barbara. If you could just unshare your screen. Give me a second.
Individually, people can share to grid view. I just did.
Hmm.
And my grid is taking out now.
Hide the shared content.
I can't figure this out.
Give me a second here. This is a new one.
It's very exciting. We're being Zoom bombed by one of our own people.
Barbara, are you there? If you can try to unshare your screen. Let me see if I could figure something out on the top here on my own.
Isn't this what it's taught us? Patience, right? All of this online work. We said this when we went into this. It teaches us all patience.
Still better than Teams.
Is another possibility, Barbara, actually like quitting, logging out for a second and then logging back in? Would that do it, you think?
Well, hold on. Okay. Yeah, she can try that now. Oh, I think she left, but it's still there. Let me see.
It says you're the host now, Alfred.
Yep. But I've never seen this, so I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. It's not them.
What would happen if we all logged out and logged back in?
That's what I was just thinking.
Well, we're recording. Actually, let me.
Back. That was a very long introduction to Elle the Poet Goddess. Welcome, Elle.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us. why do you feel we need poetry now?
I feel like we need poetry now because it's one of the oldest forms of storytelling. I think it's a beautiful way for people to express themselves, their pain, their happiness, their joy, their love, their hurt, anything. I think it's definitely been healing for people who write and for people who don't write and don't know how to express it, but they can relate with somebody who's maybe had a similar experience. It's one of the foundations of a lot of writing and a lot of music today. So that's what I feel.
Well, thank you. And thank you for bringing your poetry to us. So excited for everyone to hear your piece.
All right, bear with me because it's a long poem. But it's called Dope. You know, I like dope. It has multiple meanings. One in which the most commonly used form is an informal adjective, which is defined as very good. Its definition is an informal noun and is related to marijuana or heroin. So when you say that I am dope, I take it as an insult to who I have worked hard to be. What you see is a dope poet who expresses herself freely, spitting these bars as my only release, like the one you feel when you resonate deep with my words. I am the high you feel as you try to snort, inject, smoke this dope energy, leaving yourself at a distort of actually hearing me. Because my metaphors have you on the nod, your mind a pendulum of back and forth, because your state of confusion can't compute the kind of person I am, but I am dope. Yes, I am dope because there's no contextual explanation to your lack of verbiage that brings your ancestors to damnation for the simple fact that you have no way to express your pitiful vocabulary to define how you have an attraction to me. Well, I will not apologize if I am too deep. Maybe you shouldn't go swimming in waters where your parents didn't teach you to explore. If learning to read was that much of a bore, then maybe you should go back to smoking your dope because the endocannabinoids in my brain can explain why I may have an attraction to you, but yet I choose to be recluse because I know the moment I start to part my lips, you have already withdrew because my presence alone would have gotten you high. Dope is said to be used recreationally, but what I see daily are potheads who don't have clear enough conscience to deal mentally with their issues or have avoided their pain or trauma with the misuse of God's gift to heal. Yet the preach of good vibes only has led me to live a life of being lonely, so I've had to conceal the best parts of me, the same parts you want to break apart, grind me up, roll me in your Fanta leaf or backwards, suggesting we should chill and get to know each other. And here I am, wasting time meeting up to have ramen or tea, thinking about all the other places I could be, then to be wasting my time sitting in silence while you get high off my energy. I'm thinking about removing dope from my vocabulary because I cringe at the etymology of the word. It stems from Dutch. It stems from Dutch. Dope translates to dupe and means in Dutch to dip. And now I feel stupid for every person I let around me, minimize my being, my creativity, my soul too dope because you Tostito scoop my precious life source to a word that is synonymous for dumb. If you choose to fact check me, the word is dunce. Quite frankly, I don't care if you feel attacked or insulted from this poem because the seeds I plant to be my best self are growing. I have worked too hard to be subdued to dope. If you can't articulate why your attraction is so prevalent, why we should chill and catch a vibe, then at what cost are you going to repay me back in time? Because I don't have nickels and dimes for you to get high because although I am aware I am top shelf strain and there is no poet with my name, I think you forgot when your flight took off to being stoned that I am El, short for Elohim the poet. My words have been blessed by sages before me and I feel compelled to tell you that I am more than an informal adjective that just means very good because I don't need your approval to be any greater than who I am presentably. I outshine any informal noun that you can't buy from your local hood doctor or dispensary. There's a reason why you like my poetry. There's a reason why I am enchanting. I can give you all the reasons why I will only stay at an attraction, but by the time you try to find a word to define me, you would have resorted back to dope because that is the only word you know.
Yes, sir.
Woo, woo. Yes. Yes.
Teach.
To my soul right
Loved
there. To
it.
my
Loved
soul.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elle. I felt like among many other people, Elle was addressing that poem to me because I had just sent an email to one of the other poets, being like, "Oh, that piece is dope that you shared." So, when I saw Elle's poem, so
It's funny. a challenge to the narrative, only because I feel like as hosts and other poets, you know, you've been in the open mic scene, so you probably heard so many people like, oh, you know, this dope poet is coming to the stage and this is that. But it's like, when you know the quality of your work and you know the quality of your words and how you use them, you don't want to be just subdued to a word that can be used across many things. You are your own person, your own being. So it's just, you know, it wasn't a jab at you.
No, I didn't take it that way. I feel like you open us to another reason why poetry is so important, is it gives us the specific words. Like it instead of cheapening our language, instead of using just the same word to describe everything, poetry, hip hop asks us to like come up with like, what's the precise word that describes what I'm feeling or how I am or who I am. So thank you for bringing us that, L. Blessings. And we're gonna keep it moving to the last of the Gateway student poets, our grand prize winner of the Cyber Cypher contest. Please welcome Shaindel Greenberg. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
Hi.
What an honor. You guys are all amazing, and I feel very honored to get this prize. But yeah, so I'll am I answering a question? Sorry.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to say a minute about why you write?
Sure. Not so different than what the others have said, but for me, it's when I'm going through something in my personal life, like if I have a strong feeling or I have thoughts running through my mind and I need to just like get it out onto paper, poetry helps me like organize my thoughts. It helps me like understand my feelings. And it also, the added benefit is that I'm also able to share it with other people, help other people understand what it is that I'm feeling or what I'm going through, and maybe even like help them feel less alone or like relate to what I'm saying, and it could help. So
I know your poem did that for me, so I'm excited for you to share it with everyone. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I don't have a name for my poem, but just for context, my poem is about my experience raising a special needs little boy. I pass it on my way to school, a beautiful bench on plush green grass, flowers surrounding the bottom half, 2 trees spread out, framing the top, piece of perfection. I want to stop and drink it in. I can't look away. My moment of serenity every day. The rest of my day, sort of bleak, day beginning with a wake-up call from my little boy who doesn't speak. He yells and screams until I get him. He hits me as I pick him up. He kicks me as I get him dressed. My hugs are met with great contest. He tries to tell me what he wants. When I can't guess, he gets upset and makes a mess. I can only read his mind half the time. As I dress, he's playing by himself. He's fine, I assure myself, but I know when I'm done, I'll find a treat. Like on the bottom of the stairs, a pile of shoes, and a boy on top feeling quite amused. Or a toilet bowl filled with toys and more, or my closet emptied on my floor. I bring him down to give him food, which he'll only eat if I am near, and if he's in a cranky mood, the food will end up everywhere. I make his lunch and hear a noise. He's pulling out every single one of his toys. I hear a shh. That's the sound of hands in the fish tank moving around. We're running late, as we always do. I rush to put him in his shoes. He kicks me as I hold my breath. We need to leave, no time to fetch. We settle into the car as I catch my breath. A silent moment after the morning madness. We pass on by the little bench and trees. My eyes follow the perfect scene. I stare at it as we move ahead, a piece of perfection along the bend. The rest of the day is busy with chores like washing clothes and washing pots, shopping for food, organizing spots, cooking supper every day, making calls and bills I pay, trying to figure out which path we could get rich from to buy the things we want and improve our situation. Exercising, most days are missed, even though, we're trying to have another baby and my health should probably be on the top of the list. Maybe a shower, maybe a shave, maybe a guilt-ridden moment of quiet, never really satisfying the time that I crave. I have schoolwork to do, which I try to fit in. Otherwise, I'll have to wait till my boy is in bed and my brain is half dead. And then I'm off to school to pick up my boy, a car ride alone as I pass by my spot. And I take in the beauty and I linger a lot. And when we get home, he takes my hand and leads me right to the couch, where we'll watch TV and relax from his day. Tensions high as we sit and stare at Blippi or hamsters or belly flopping kids, and I dare move an inch till I know he's okay. If I go on my phone, the guilt comes creeping. I haven't seen my boy all day. Can I give him a minute? So I count down the moments while he sits next to me, and I quietly pray that I don't go crazy. At least when he's busy, I could kiss the soft and good-smelling scalp of that boy of mine. It's time for supper, a battle to feed. Me running after him, begging him to just have one piece. A bath is a pretty good moment for us. He'll play and splash and laugh a lot. Before soon, it's time for pajamas in bed. Bedtime is sweet with little fuss. When I close that door and I walk down the stairs, I plop on the couch and I don't move an inch. I need to recover from all where I've been. I eat with my husband, a moment together, where we're both on our phones, but at least we feel better being next to each other. A little time to watch TV or scroll through my phone and see what others are doing. I see their perfect pictures and their happy lives, perfect attitudes and perfect homes, acting like perfect wives with their perfect children and no complaints, and I can't relate. And I dream about my own sort of perfection. Peaceful days, no bills to pay, my house and clothes the way I like, time to spend to ride a bike or go on a hike. Every day I strive to get a little closer to that perfect life. But the truth is, I know I'm a lifetime away of everything I'm wanting. I have a lifetime ahead of trying and striving. So when I'm driving on my own and I see the little bench, forgive me if I don't move along. Beautiful bench on plush green grass, flowers surrounding the bottom half, 2 trees spread out, framing the top, a piece of perfection. I'm drinking it in. This perfection I see, it's one moment closer to complete serenity.
Good job, babe.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Lifetime Away. That's a great title for that. Lifetime Away. Wow.
All right, we got some title suggestions for you.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that window into that's such a beautiful thing that poetry can do is give these windows into other people's experiences that can then, as you said, perhaps give us windows into ourselves. So we're gonna move. I'm realizing that the time it is, and I really want to give time for the open mic. So Eli Short is our very last poet of the day. Eli's an MC who's done stuff with the word. Started as a student in high school, New Haven Academy, and is now beyond high school. And Eli, why do you write?
Well, I started at a very young age. It's like everyone else, it's a way to express myself. I feel like I gotta document everything I see, hear, feel, all that stuff. And one day, I see myself influencing many, because one of my inspirations is Nas, and I want to see myself doing that, like touching people's lives, and just spreading love and peace. And if I gotta do that by writing, which is what I do, that's my grind. So I'm all in.
Beautiful. All right, well, go ahead, Eli. Touch us.
What is life? Trying to fulfill my purpose in this world, but I don't think I found that yet. What is life? Is it all about the money or your rep or the flex cause you get big checks? What is life? Innocent people die, evil out of control, so tell me, how is this right? What is life? I couldn't see in such a dark world, so I'ma be a beacon of light. What is life for some, but it's hell for most. Our home is a world we don't know to approach. Not even 20 years in, here's the part leaving notes. Suicide is high and wide, cause life will squeeze you with ropes. What is life? Communities are covered in strife. Everybody wanna fight, but not for what's right. Took a knife, jabbed twice right in his eyes. Couldn't see the beauty in living, I guess he was blind. Not his fault, kinda cause the violence never halts. Surveillance is the eye in the sky, like a hawk. No democracy or freedom, cause we stuck inside this poverty. Now it's robberies to make it out this damn monopoly. What is life? Trying to fulfill my purpose in this world, but I don't think I found that yet. What is life? Is it all about the money or your rep or the flex, cause you get big checks? What is life? Innocent people die, evil out of control, so tell me, how is this right? What is life? I couldn't see in such a dark world, so I'ma be a beacon of light. What is life? Is it all about the money, having hoes, the materials and clothes? Is rich being the goal? What is life? I just really need to know, do we gotta have friends? Do we gotta have foes? Yo, somebody told me life is what you make it. Master your mind and you decide what your fate is. Hey man, never ever waste time waiting. Time never stops, so nobody can race it. And remember, you decide how you feeling, you decide how you living, you decide if you winning. Cold world, be prepared for the chilling. If you good with yourself, then you good with a million. What is life? Trying to fulfill my purpose in this world, but I don't think I found that yet. What is life? Is it all about the money or your rep or the flex, cause you get big checks? What is life? Innocent people die, evil out of control, so tell me, how is this right? What is life? I couldn't see in such a dark world, so I'ma be a beacon of light. What is life?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Eli put out a whole music video for us. What? Man, thank you, Eli.
It was the visuals for me. It was the visuals. I felt like I was in a whole experience.
Yes.
Brought us there for real.
Yeah. And I love just asking questions, you know, like poetry can, hip hop can ask questions, the deepest questions. What is life? So thank you so much for blessing us, Eli. Now is the moment. Let's give it up for all our featured poets. Thank you all. Yes. Woo! Now is the moment when y'all become our featured poets. We're gonna have a lightning writing prompt. Everyone, right here, right now, get out a piece of paper or pencil, or get your laptop ready to write a little something. We're gonna have like 5 minutes to maybe just 4 minutes, because we're pushing up on 3 o'clock, to write something. And I'm gonna take the inspiration from Eli. Eli ended his piece talking about how in the darkness, when it's hard to see, he himself is going to be a beacon of light. And so Eli ends his poem with a metaphor, saying, "I'm going to be a beacon of light." And so I am going to invite everyone here. Barbara, I think maybe can you mute yourself? I'm going to invite everyone here to come up with their own your own metaphor for what you are going to be. So you're going to write a short poem or rap that creates a metaphor for what you're going to be, and then explains it. So it's real simple. You're not writing about who you are now, but using a metaphor to imagine your way into a future you, and begin creating that you with the power of your words. So for example, Eli said, "I'm going to be a beacon of light." I could say, "I'm going to be a hurricane," or "I am going to be fertile earth." And then I'll explain that. I'll say, I'll envelop people in my deep darkness to nurture the way that we know and the way that we grow. So explain why you're comparing yourself in the future to the fertile earth or whatever it is you choose. So we're going to give each other the gift of silence for 4 minutes right now. Go deep into yourself. Think about who you want to be. Create a metaphor that explains that. And we'll come back together in 4 minutes. So take a minute to wrap up whatever thoughts, your feelings you're writing. Go a little bit deeper in your description. Of that beacon of light, or of that fertile earth, or of that hurricane that you're going to be. So, welcome back. This is the moment where we have a chance to jump on the open mic. In the open mic, you can either read what you just wrote, the little piece that you just wrote, or if you're burning to read a piece that you had written already, you're welcome to jump on the open mic as well. I know that we're pushing up on 3 o'clock. For those of us who want to stay for maybe 10 minutes after 3 o'clock. If folks want to, if not everyone has a chance to go on the open mic, we can do that. But also, those of you who need to leave right at 3, definitely feel free. And so if you want to share, if you want to jump on the open mic, you can just either, I guess, is there a function to raise your hand, or you could just say yes, put yes in the chat. We will. Okay.
Barbara wants to.
Barbara.
I see Barbara. Barbara's gonna bless the mic. Go for it, Barbara.
I'm not going into any chat. So I wrote a nurturer to nourish unlikely pairings who don't appear to belong together. And that's how I felt today. I didn't know many of you and some of you, and this was just a wonderful way to nourish my soul and hope that I can nurture others as we go along.
Yes, thank you, Barbara.
You want me to go, Aaron? I can go.
Sure, yes, Marianne. I've been waiting for your poetry this whole time.
I know you have, right? You have. And remember, it's about where I want to be, right? Who am I going to grow into? Waves pounding the sand. Warmth soothes my face. Only the screaming of seagulls flying high above. My dog snuggled at my feet. Peace. My mind and body and soul are at peace. There you go. Right?
I feel that. Yeah, you brought us there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where I'm at. Thank you.
All right, I see Ruby's hand up, which is very exciting. I also want to acknowledge Chantel. I think you had talked at the very beginning about maybe wanting to share a piece, and so yeah, we'd love to have you jump on after Ruby if you're up for it. Go ahead, Ruby.
Okay, I've never written a poem. No, I'm kidding. All right, here it goes. I'm going to be the younger me, someone who knows who I'm going to be. Hope it's not too late to be the younger me. Knowing who I'm going to be could change me and maybe the world.
I
really adored that. I love that so much. Wow.
He is amazing.
That makes me think. Thank you, Ruby. Chantel, are you still there? Were you interested in sharing?
I'm still here.
Awesome.
I'll share what I just wrote. Okay.
Cool.
To be an earthquake, to make the world shake, leaves endless possibilities for you and me. To be set free, to share my feelings, is who I want to be if I were an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Earthquake us, Chantel.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Got a couple of hands up, Aaron.
Yeah, I see Alec. I was just about to call on you, even if you didn't put your hand up. So I'm glad you put your hand up. Love for you to share something.
All right, this is what I just wrote. I'll be a crescent moon, nothing special, but I'll have an impact on someone. I'll be a sweet mystery and a kind face, reliable, but I don't last forever. Because nothing turns to gold, but maybe I will. King Midas on the killing floor. I'll see the rain and the snow and the sun, but I won't last forever.
Oh. Okay, let's give it up for Gateway students, huh? Wow.
I like that. I like that
All
right
of
there.
you
That
have
was
been
nice.
amazing.
Fantastic.
That was beautiful.
And also give it up for New Haven Public School students. You want to share with everyone what grade you're in, Alec?
Yes, except for maybe we're trying to pull them toward Gateway. Just saying.
Yes.
I'm a 9th grader at Cross right now.
Yes. Watch out. Watch
That's
out, Gateway.
incredible.
We got some people coming for you. Yeah. Is there any other hand?
You got hands in the on the participants. You got Carolyn, Lauren, and Delilah.
Great. Let's go in that order.
Can I go last?
I'm Caroline. I am going to be a catalyst of change. I am changing my own world now, but that change is within me as well. Not the naive woman I once was, so trusting, so sure that my world was perfect. But the perfect is elusive, transitional. It is a destination perhaps, but I am on a journey toward the truth of my life. Is it perfect? No. Is it genuine? Most assuredly. It is worth all that I have come through to become me. Time will tell.
Amazing.
Alfred, you were keeping track of the.
You got Lauren.
Hi, everybody. I'll read what I just wrote. I'm going to be just a daughter again, in a field where the cold is ravishing, my bones stacked upright and immutable, my black heels etching half moons into the dirt, my lashes crisp and fingertips burning. My prayer is simple, the blessing final. When silence incarnates in a breathless mouth, the morning air glass that is elusive in those fractured moments. When the eyes upon me are heavy, I am now the mother of many men. I never asked for this, but soon I will be just a daughter again.
Damn.
Wow.
My teacher. Hey, Professor.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that was powerful.
It's amazing, Lauren. Amazing.
We have Delilah, and then Troy.
Yes, sir.
I kind of wrote something just like kind of like branching off a little bit off of the beacon of light. I said, beacon of light. I can only try to be a light in a world of darkness, consumed by never-ending realities that the world may always seem to be fighting back against me. But I'm going to be a warrior, fighting back against the darkness, against the grief and the loss. Yes, I will fight back against the negativity the world spews around me. I'm going to be a warrior. By using my voice to dispel any storm that may surround me, I will be free from any chains of bondage, any curses placed against me, because I'm going to be a warrior and nothing can stop me.
Nice.
Did you just write that? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm really appreciating the multi-generational nature of this open mic, and the wisdom that young people, people in the middle, our elders, like everyone is kind of cross-pollinating each other. Really appreciating that. Troy.
All right. I had wrote this piece a while ago, man, and it's relatable to the prompt that you gave, Mo, but I'm basically trying to be my higher, I'm trying to be my higher self in this piece, okay? So I had started off like this. It goes inhale, exhale, breathing heavily, inhale, cough, exhale, inhale, exhale, cough, cough. Why? Why am I going through this, God? My son, I had to shake your world in order for you to make one. You wouldn't submit to me unless I forced you to sit. Lord, my lungs ache when I cough and my body's always fatigued. The mind is stronger. Train that and I'll heal the vessel. But I battle daily pain in my body, Lord. When will it end? When you free your mind, my son. I already fought half your battle. Lord, I trust your process. I will do your bidding. This is just another story for you to write about, my son. Lord, in those moments when I thought I'd be destroyed, why did you spare me? Those moments was destined for you to survive, so you spared yourself. Lord, in those moments when I felt hopeless, how did I find strength? Because you are more than your present moment. That's your power. Lord, when I didn't see the light Lord, why didn't I see the light when I was in the dark? Because you was neglecting yourself. That's where I am. However, your new body yearns for you, my son. How can I obtain this new body, Lord? Patience, faith, and righteous decision making will grant it. What will happen after that? You will transform into your greatest version. Lord, what can I do to make you proud? You are doing it now by talking to me.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you, Troy. So
Awesome.
I want to acknowledge that we're just a little after 3 o'clock now. So if you need to leave, please do so. And I'm putting into the chat, for those of you who are interested in getting involved in more of these things, the word poetry@gmail.com. If you're interested, you can just send an email, and not only for other ciphers like this one, but also there's a possibility that sometime in the future there's going to be a word class actually at Gateway, so students can really deeply study poetry, spoken word, hip hop, and create that. And so also email there if you're interested, and if that does happen at some point in the future. We got some more hands up, so we're gonna keep going. I have to go and grab my baby at 10 after, but I can keep going until then, and then y'all can keep going after that, after I leave if you want. Alfred, did you see who put their hand up back there?
We got Shaindel and El the Poet Goddess in that order.
Great.
Should I go?
Yes.
So, okay, 1 second. I'm going to make my life some lemonade. I'm going to try to create a life where I'm happy to be me, no matter my circumstance or my reality. I'm going to squeeze all the pain from the lemons I get and mix it with water flowing from all the blessings I receive, add some sugar for my personality. I'm going to use the power I possess to make my life great and nothing less.
Yes.
Shaindel, you are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you.
Elle, go for it.
It's the poem that we were doing for the prompt. Is Eli, is he still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. All right. I am a reason to fight, a reason to know. Life goes beyond what we don't see. Life doesn't have limitations of what I can be. Life is all I know and lives inside of me. Journey of life is relearning self and declaring mastery. What is life when we only acknowledge darkness, but our smiles are bright? What is light? What is life but what a light without darkness? What's a star without night? A clouds without a little bit of rain. And that's all I was able to write. But your response.
Yes.
My respect.
Call and response. That's a beautiful part of the tradition of hip hop, in so many forms. Thank you for that response. I see Lapria and Kepura.
Okay. So I said, I'm going to be that brass instrument, gleaming and strong, making alluring melodies and casting beams to my song, drawing nigh unto the mistakes assembled along.
That spoke to me. I love that. I like that.
Thank you.
Yes, the brass instrument. Kepura. I'm so excited that Kepura has her hand up. Kepura was one of the Gateway student organizers of this event.
All right, it's kind of ugly because I just wrote it. I don't know. And I don't really write like that. But anyways, I said, I'll be a flame, guiding, inspiring, and uplifting the saddest of spirits and loneliest of souls, sparking unity, knowledge, and love everlasting, teaching and breaking generational curses, becoming a role model for the people who, like me, are surviving in a world full of chaos and hate, reminding them that they are enough and that their circumstances do not define them. I'll be a flame.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
Great. Oh,
Wow.
Yes.
Aaron, I have to jump in there because Mary Ellen did it. I gotta.
Yes.
Oh, I was waiting
gotta
for
do
you,
my-
Alfred. Come on.
I gotta do my prompt now because
All right.
Mary Ellen and
All right, and then we
Carol.
do need to close it out by 3:10. Okay, go. I'm so excited, Alfred.
All right, so I was going off the prompt. I said, I'm gonna be a rocket that takes flight, traveling through the night, reaching all sorts of heights, and I just might inspire a few along the way to chase dream after dream and never utter or say maybe, but instead say yes indeed. That's it.
Rocket Man, that's what we're gonna call you from now on.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. All of the flames, the rockets, the beacons of lights, all of you for sharing yourselves, and for Gateway for making this happen. Ruby for being the little bird in people's ear to plant that seed, and Alfred, Jillian, all the student organizers, Mayasha, Kepara for putting this together, and Mary Ellen, thank you so much, and thank you to all of you, all the poets who made this space what it is.
And Aaron, thank you. Thank you for sharing yourself, your talent, and making this so much fun. What a great project. So thank you. Let's give Aaron a round of applause, okay, everybody? And it's 3:10, so I think we're good, everybody. Great. What a treat. What a real treat this afternoon. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you all. Alfred, thank you for everything that you did to make this happen, Alfred. And Jillian, wherever you are. And the team, right? And the A team of students. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye all.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.